All right, I'm pretty happy to introduce our next guest, a real American hero, a SEAL team warrior with many years of experience serving his country, the man who ended the disaster to the world, the terror threat to the world known as Osama bin Laden, firing the shots that killed him. He's been well known as a commentator, and he's got a book out. It's The Operator. Very pleased to welcome Robert O'Neill here to the Ringside Politics program. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm having a great day. It's Saturday. I got to hang out with my 1-year-old daughter. She's the fourth daughter, so life is good, man. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm great. Well, hey, that's a wonderful family time, so we appreciate you spending some of your family time with us and being on the airways with us. Congratulations on the book. Rob, tell us about that.
Well, thank you. It's actually been out for a number of years now, too. We're just kind of revisiting it because it is a memoir. I call it The Operator. It's based, I'm not calling myself The Operator. It's based on the life of the operator because I'm a normal dude from Montana who didn't know how to swim but became a Navy SEAL and found myself on some of the most high-profile missions in modern history. And so it's what it takes for someone to go from somewhere like that to to the highest levels. And all that means is as long as you apply yourself, it doesn't matter what you look like or where you're from, you can do anything you want. Like a dude from Montana who was trying to play basketball that couldn't swim becomes a Navy SEAL. It's something. It's just because I learned at an early age that long-term goals are achieved by short-term goals. There's no reason to overwhelm yourself with everything. Just the way that I put it is your next goal in life is your next meal, and just do that one day at a time, one meal at a time. And when you feel like quitting anything, which you will, don't quit now, just quit tomorrow. And if you can keep quitting tomorrow, you can do anything in life because tomorrow's tomorrow.
So you were, just to let our viewers know, decorated 53 times with honors during your remarkable military career, Silver Stars, Bronze Stars. You served our country with such courage and valor. Of course, that mission to eliminate the number one terror threat, Osama bin Laden, is one that you talk about, and I did want to ask you about it. I recently saw on TV the movie Zero Dark 30. I'd never seen it before, and I wanted to ask you, is that accurate? Is that a pretty accurate movie?
That's a good movie, and I love how it's based on particularly on the woman. They called her Maya in the movie. She was running the team that found him, the targeter, and she was 100% right on everything, and she always knew he would be there. So as far as she's concerned, it's extremely accurate. I can sit there and pick tactics apart in a movie, but I think they did a really good job. Chris Pratt obviously did a great job. The SEALs look great. The helicopters look great. It was fun to watch. The only issue that I had with the movie was at the end. When they brought the body back, they showed it to the woman who found him, and she sort of looked down, and they gave her a minute. She got emotional. All that really happened is when we brought him back to Jalalabad, Afghanistan, we actually showed her bin Laden's body, and she'd given up her life to find him. Like no husband, no kids, 20-hour days for years. And all she did when we showed him, we went over and I said, "Is that your guy?" She looked down and hit me on the back and goes, "Well, I guess I'm out of a job." And she left. That's just awesome.
Wow. And some questions about that, Rob. So is she still with the CIA, or did she retire after that? Or
I don't know. The last time I saw her was a few months after the raid, because when she was leading up to it, no one believed her 100%, but she said she was 100% right. And then when she got back from the mission and we got back from the mission, like everybody was getting awards at the CIA. And I asked her how they handled her, and she said, "I didn't even get my own parking spot." But I don't know. I don't know where she's working, and I promised I would never describe what she looks like. But if anyone finds her, hire her. Whatever, doesn't matter what you do, she'll figure it out, and she'll be the best employee you've ever had.
And how many were part of that mission, Rob? How many part of the group that took down bin Laden that day?
As far as the shooters, we had 23 total, and a dog, a Belgian Malinois named Cairo. Then we had obviously the 4 pilots, the 2 air crew, the two crew chiefs. So we went in with that crew. We did have some backups. People don't realize that we had to call in another helicopter full of SEALs and Army pilots. So the Army and SEAL Team 6 actually rescued SEAL Team 6 after the end of the mission, because we had to blow up the helicopter that crashed in the front yard. It could have been chaos, but they happened to pick the guys with the most experience who'd been on the ground, and the guys who know how to keep it simple, the guys that know how to master the basics. There's no reason to talk yourself into a butt kick, and there's no reason to panic. The best way to move quickly is slow is smooth, then smooth is fast. And, there's no reason to yell all the chaos and madness. When there's something to say through effective communication, say it, and then when you're done saying what you're saying, stop saying it. Calm down, because panic is contagious. But what we knew as Navy SEALs is another thing that's contagious is calm. If you portray calm to your people, they don't know what you're feeling. Stay calm. Be slow down, you'll speed up and you'll be fine. So that's all we did. And then, after all that madness, we had another 90-minute flight out where we could get shot down. And the pilots these new pilots were great. And the other pilots were in the helicopter. So we had a lot going on, but we were very professional. We handled it well.
Well, of course. And you did not only our country a service, you did the world a service. And, can't thank you enough for what you did, and your colleagues and everybody like the CIA operative who was planning it that was involved in this. So the situation now, I mean, is it sort of less of a threat now? Osama bin Laden's gone. It seems like ISIS is certainly not what it used to be. We do have terror cells that seem to spring up in Syria, other places. How would you characterize the threat today of jihadists?
It's a very high threat. We have sleeper cells here from a lot of different terrorist organizations, to include the Sunni guys like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, and then Shia like the Iranians. We've got Chinese cells here. Because the borders were open for 4 straight years, we can't get lulled into complacency, because they've always told us that we have the clocks, but they have the time. They're fighting the forever war, and I don't want it to be another 9/10. I wish this country was like another 9/12, but they are here, and people need to realize that Afghanistan, the way they gave that up. I think Hamza bin Laden is still alive. That's bin Laden's son. He's running cells and training camps in there with the Haqqani network, who are terrorists that are running the Taliban government. And their mission is to destroy Israel and then get here. And they want an October 7th type attack here in the United States. It is coming. So people just need to be vigilant. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but just because you don't think you're still at war with someone doesn't mean they're not still at war with you. And these people hate us, and they're still out there.
And finally, you have about a minute left, Rob. The border's now more secure. Recruitment is up. Seems like President Trump has certainly got a new attitude concerning these enemies of the U.S. than Joe Biden had. Do you feel better about things now under President Trump's leadership?
It's definitely a lot better with government efficiency, with Donald Trump in there and doing what he needs to do. I love Pete Hegseth as SecDef. The issue is some of these radical appointed judges are coming out of nowhere thinking they have authority through Title 50 or whatever to stop troop movement. They need to be shut down. That's the issue right now, because the swamp has fangs and it's out. It's like Senator Kennedy from Louisiana said, once you start trimming the fat, the pigs start squealing, and that's where we're at.
Rob, you're the best, man. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for your service to our country, and hopefully we can visit again with you soon.
Yeah, anytime. We have our contact info. I'll be back.